Hey guys. Well, looks like the event that might just break the back of the population of some of these countries has now taken place. And you don't see it anywhere on the news. And what I'm talking about is in the UK, I don't remember the guy's name, but they just arrested him for reporting that a Muslim trial was taking place. And since they don't have the freedom of speech in London, and radical Islamic beliefs have just been given carte blanche over that country, and they've been, just like Finland and Sweden and everyone else, having all these raping episodes going on and gang violence, people being stabbed by Muslims, raped by Muslims. You see in Finland where the High Court, the Supreme Court, said a 10-year-old can give consent to have sex with an older man, which is just mind-numbingly stupid. If you want your population to turn on you, start messing with the children. And they have. No 10-year-old can give consent to this because she doesn't have any realistic basis to form an opinion to give the consent. She doesn't have the age behind her. Now, what they've done is they've arrested this guy, and the citizenship of UK has finally said, okay, that's it. That's enough. The guy just said, okay, they're having the trial now. I don't remember his name. You can see him on Alex Jones' channel from time to time. And they've arrested him. And they've just squelched all the newspaper and all the news channels from reporting it. They said, don't report that. Well, what's going to happen is what they're seeing happen. I don't know if this is what's going to spark the incident. It may very well be, because thousands have gathered around that 16 Downing Street, wherever it is, and they're trying to get over the gates. They're trying to climb the fence. I believe that the Antichrist has put these people, these fundamentalist Islamic jihadists, in all the countries to cause incidents like this, to build that pressure cooker so that when it explodes and people start slaughtering each other, the citizenship starts yanking them politicians right out of their offices, taking them out in the street and burning them or hanging them or knifing them to death or raping them to death. In retaliation for what these politicians are making these people endure. I'm not condoning it. I'm not supporting it. I'm saying this is what's happening because it's been set up to happen this way. The world has to be in chaos. The Antichrist will be released with a bow. He won't have any arrows, but I believe he'll be leading. And when he takes on this fundamentalist Islam, to suppress it, to get it out of the way, he's going to earn his generalship. He's going to be a solid military leader, and people are going to respect him because the people have had enough of these whacked out, liberal, moronic, retarded governments pushing things so foul, so sinister, that the average population is going to say, that's it, we've had enough. And of course it's being done on purpose. The Antichrist will cause a problem to come along with the answer later on to fix it. So that's what Revelation chapter 6 verses 1 and 2 is about. Well, we're seeing that process now. The governments are telling people, don't go out at night. Don't wear a miniskirt or a tank top. Blaming the person, even though I wouldn't dress like that and I wouldn't recommend anyone dress like that. If someone does, it doesn't mean that you are asking for a horde of Muslim men to rape you. You're not asking for anyone to rape you. But you're seeing it. I was surprised when I heard they arrested the guy, because I know he'd already spent some small amount of time in jail, and now they've arrested him again because he just said, hey, this Muslim trial is now taking place. So the whacked out liberal politicians protecting these radical fundamentalist Islam in their countries are going to be the next victims. Not of the radical and fundamentalists, but of their own populations. They're going to find out what the yard arm's all about and being strung up by ropes. And it's coming sooner than people think. So sooner or later you're going to see something happen. And hopefully we the church are gone, because I don't think we can be here when the Antichrist is revealed. Can you imagine, just imagine if anywhere from 300 to 500 million people that are actual real Christians sees the arrival of the Antichrist and we start praying against him fervently? He wouldn't be able to get anything done. So we have to be out of the way. So we're watching the sparks. We're watching the flick of the match here on the gasoline, the flick of the match here on the gasoline. We're seeing it come to pass. And also keep in mind, we're getting ready to go through a magnetic pole shift, and they're starting to say now that we're seeing it actually start to take place. Because as it starts to wobble and wibble, and it just doesn't go, okay, it's done. It's like it's crazy. And this process, by that happening, is warming up the earth. And that's why we're seeing more earthquakes. We're seeing the frequency and stronger earthquakes. That's why we have volcanoes literally popping their tops all over the world, all of them virtually at the same time. And you know, I live in an area where if that side of that mountain in Hawaii caves off like a Mount St. Helens, or if they have a big massive landslide, I live in the area where a 300-foot tall tidal wave might just reach me here. I'm only like 50 miles from the coast. We're only like 300 feet above sea level here. So keep me in prayers about that the rapture happens where that takes place. By the way, this is Willow, my crazy cat that acts like a dog and follows me everywhere. Huh. She feels so happy now she's starting to slobber all over the place. She's a slobber kitty when she purrs. Well, anyway, I just thought I'd let you know about that because no one's talking about it on the news. They arrested that guy in the UK. They're starting to say no, not enough of this. I don't know if it'll be the incident, but it'll be close. Something like that is going to happen. And then it's over with. All right, bye.